that there's still a litmus test of journalism that you have to pass. You can't come on TV and just make up things and say things. That happens on X. Please don't give me the eyebrow furrow as if you don't know what I'm talking about. It happens often on X. I can go and say the color is blue and I will be met with so many disrespectful remarks. No one's regulating the N-word. No one's regulating the criticism. No one is regulating how people are treated.
How much government regulation of the First Amendment are you for?
Let me tell you something. If I came on here and I just started calling you all kind of names, do you think the bosses would let me continue to do that?
I mean, it happens to me occasionally. I don't know if you watch the show.
It doesn't happen to you, but it doesn't happen for me. And I know that I wouldn't be able to do that. There's a level of professionalism in what we do here because we are journalists and we adhere to something, at least morally. And there is no moral compass on this thing called X.
Things got a little tense between Cari Champion and Scott Jennings when the topic of Elon Musk buying MSNBC came up on CNN. It's led to media figures pushing back on the idea and debating whether or not social media posts should be considered journalism.
Everything we do is under fire. Elon Musk sits on Twitter every day, or X today, saying like, we are the media, you are the media. My message to Elon Musk is, bullshit, you're not the media. You having a blue check mark, a Twitter handle, and 300 words of cleverness doesn't make you a reporter. You don't do that by popping off on Twitter. You don't do that by having an opinion. You do it by doing the hard work.
It has the CEO of Axios calling bullshit on the claim that social media is now the media, which is exactly what online trolls want. There seems to be a disconnect between what Elon Musk is trying to do, what media figures think about what he's doing, and Musk sycophants being okay with whatever he does. So we've got one group raging and another group laughing.
Yeah, come on, slow clap, everybody. Whoa. First of all, I've got to say, extraordinary content. It needed to be said.
Yeah.
It continues to need to be said. When all of the garbage that's flying around on social media, lying about reporters, lying about the hard work they do, lying about the hard work editors do, lying about everything up and down about not only their alternative set of facts, but alternative set of facts about what people like you do. Or if social media, people lying every day, every hour, every minute about the news. What you do matters. What the New York Times does matters. What the Wall Street Journal does matters. What Jonathan Lemire does matters. What the Financial Times does matters. What NBC News and MSNBC reporters do matters. It matters.
They're drawing lines specifically between online journalism and mainstream news as the guide between true and false news. But in reality, it exists on mainstream platforms too, just in a different form than dishonest posts on X. I mean, check out Fox News and Newsmax. Anyways, it seems like the disconnect is that more established journalists think everything that's reported on by independent online journalists is the same as what a popular social media figure reports on. Now, I think their purpose is to discourage so many people from buying the lies that are peddled, but the frustration doesn't come across very effectively, though.
In his case, perhaps more conspicuously than any other, we're seeing the total derangement of a personality based on social media addiction. I mean, that is, in fact, what you see with Elon. He is a Twitter addict, so much so that he felt he needed to buy the platform. And now he has this free speech evangelist gloss on what he's up to. But really what he's up to is, snorting ketamine and tweeting at all hours of the day and night, right? And that this is his influence on our politics. I mean, his behavior on Twitter is obviously, palpably, visibly deranged, right? I mean, so he signal boosts Pizzagate lunatics, knowing who they are. He knows who they are because I and others have told him who they are, and yet he has absolutely no compunction about. He thinks he's doing a service to humanity by boosting to 200 million followers obvious lies and conspiracy theories and making some of the most odious online trolls even more famous. and meanwhile just declaring war on actually normal people who, for whatever reason, he's gotten on the wrong side of.
Sam Harris is right about Elon Musk's obvious strategy of blurring the lines between real life and fantasy by using the platform he now controls for the purpose of promoting the alternate realities that Donald Trump and MAGA peddle. There just might be a better way to combat the lies that exist, because while traditional media gets angry, online praise for dishonest people like Musk gains traction to these cartoonish levels.
As far as I'm concerned, Elon Musk is a modern day Bruce Wayne. I mean, this guy has been so successful in so many sectors, so I'm a huge fan. And what I really love about him is his executional skills. But he's also got another trait which I find very endearing, and you may or may not like this. He's a real poo-poo disturber, if you know what I mean. He just doesn't give a poo-poo. And I love that about him. He doesn't care what country, what dictator, what leader, what judiciary. If they don't want his technology over the Amazon, where they need high-speed internet, he's happy to shut it off. He doesn't care. If he doesn't get free speech, which is why he paid $42 billion for Twitter in the beginning, he owns it. He controls it. It's private. He can do whatever he likes.
People like Kevin O'Leary that look to use Republicans to continue to extract more money from most Americans are on board to promote Musk to online followers as a fictional superhero so that they can continue to believe in everything he does. A possible counter from frustrated mainstream media entities might be to cover even the most powerful and connected people honestly. But just like Musk and X, many are owned by powerful and connected people that don't want certain things reported on. It's opened the door for a power-hungry billionaire with the help of Trump-like sycophants to step in and convince some people that he's interested in free speech, when in reality, he's in the business of influence and control.
And I think, well, God willing, you'd make the kind of mistakes that Elon Musk makes. It's so interesting to watch X emerge to dominate too, and that's the case around the world increasingly.
So I'm not sure what Jordan Peterson is talking about when he says that Twitter is dominating, because it's never really dominated anything. So this is from the Visual Capitalist, a great website, highly recommend. So in 2022, Musk purchased Twitter for roughly $44 billion. Brand Finance valued Twitter at the time at $5.7 billion. Right now, it values X, also known as Twitter, as $673 million. So it's a huge decline. This is from explodingtopics.com. It shows the top social media platforms by users, and Twitter is all the way down there at the bottom at number 15. And this is from Social Media Today. Data suggests X could post a significant loss in 2024.